Good day, everyone. Today we will be discussing the chapter 1 of HP9, which is the bread and pastry production. For the chapter 1, which is the baking historical background. So, baking is one of the oldest cooking methods originating over 6,000 years ago in ancient civilizations such as Egypt, Greece, and Rome. It began as a way to make bread, a staple food, and gradually evolved into the art of creating cakes, pastry, and other baked goods. Over time, baking techniques improved through innovations in ovens, ingredients, and tools, transforming it from a basic necessity into a skilled culinary arts that reflects both culture and creativity. Next, so for the learning objectives of this chapter, so at the end of the lessons, students should be able to identify the key events in the history of baking, tracing its evolution from prehistoric times to the present. Listen describe the primary career positions within modern food services and bakery operations, and discuss four essential attitude characteristics that contribute to the success of bakery and pastry production. So, what is baking? Baking is a cooking method that uses dry heat, typically in an oven, to cook foods such as bread, cakes, pastry, and other desserts. It involves mixing ingredients like flour, sugar, fats, and leavening agents, then applying heat to transform the mixtures into a finished baked product. So baking is one of the oldest human occupation, originating thousands of years ago when early humans began preparing bread and other baked goods using primitive heat sources. So for the baking historical background, so the first bread products were firm porridge made from grains and grasses. These were cooked on flat stones heated by an open fire, marking the beginning of baking as a human occupation. Over time, humans developed ovens and leavened bread, leading to more advanced baking techniques. So, bread making since ancient time, bread making is one of the earliest human culinary practices and has evolved significantly over thousands of years. So, the earliest wet used for bread making was Triticum diucum, a tribe in the fertile Nile River Valley, supporting the development of early Egyptian bread. So, this wheat became a staple food, laying the foundation for advanced baking techniques in ancient civilization. So, the use of stones ovens for bread making dates back to the Neolithic period for 1000 BCE. Oven discovered in archaeological ruins closely resemble the dome or beehive-shaped ovens still used today. This how the enduring design and importance of early baking technology. So this is the example, and this is the process in bread making since ancient times. So by the first millennium BCE, people consumed around 70 different kinds of breads. So this variety reflects the creativity and importance of bread in ancient times. So bread making and confectionery were among the first human activities to be organized into specialized trade. These marked the beginning of professional baking and pastry work as a recognized occupation. So this is the example of bread making since ancient times. And in 4th and 3rd centuries BCE, Greece highly organized society recognized various trades. So among them were wafer makers or oblatin and pastry cooks, highlighting the importance of baked goods and confections. So historian credits the ancient Greeks with spreading the precision or profession of the skilled baker across the Mediterranean. Their influence helped establish baking as a respected and widespread trade in the region. Then in the 17th century, the Dutch and British introduced the use of baking pans for breads. So this innovation paved the way for the development of the sandwich. Until the 1830s, when flour milling was perfected, white flour was expensive. So most bread was made from assorted, coarsely ground grains. So the earliest types of wheat used for bread, including emmer and spelt, so these grains were cultivated in ancient civilization and formed the basis for early bread making. So the milling process were labor intensive, involving grinding grains between millstones. So the flour was then sifted manually through cloth to remove the coarse bran. In the mid 19th century, significant advances were made in producing a stable form of yeast. So this innovation allowed bread to be leavened more reliably and efficiently. So once perfected by a Viennese distill, this yeast paste became widely used, and it popularized the production of a greater variety of breads. Refined sugar in the art of confectionery. So the availability of refined sugar in Europe from the 16th century onward dramatically transformed baking and production of sweet foods, giving rise to the art of confectionery. So for much of prehistory, fruits were humans' primary source of sweets. Sweet paste from dates and figs and syrups from grapes and berries were also used to sweeten the foods. So tree saps from maple and birch and syrup from cooked grains like sorghum were used to sweeten the foods. So honey was the first widely used concentrated sweetener, and in ancient Egypt, confectionery involved transforming sugar into sweet and marked the beginning of the candy making trade. Without refined sugar, many modern candies and sweet would not exist. Sugarcane produces a liquid syrup that hardens and crystallizes when boiled. So the process of extracting sugar from sugarcane began in India around 500 BCE by 600 BCE. So the Arab had perfected the cultivation and refining of sugar. And the island of Crete gets its name from the Arabic "kwandi", meaning crystallized sugar. So it was possibly the site of the world's first sugar refinery built by the Arabs around 1000 BCE. And in the 15th century, Venice became one of the first European cities to establish sugar refineries. So this made refined cane sugar widely available throughout the region. During his travel to the New World, Columbus brought sugarcane from the Canary Island to Santo Domingo. So this helped introduce sugar cultivation to the Americas. From the 16th to the 19th century, sugar confectionery became increasingly popular in Europe. So this period marked the growth of candy making as significant trade. Another important source of refined sugar is the sugar beet, or Veta vulgaris. It is the second most important source of sugar worldwide. But in the 18th century, German chemists discovered how to extract sugar from sugar beets. It is a commercial refinery was built in 1800 to produce beet sugar. So baking and pastry careers encompasses professional roles in the preparation, production, and presentation of bread, pastries, dessert, and other baked goods. So this career requires combination of culinary skills, creatively technical knowledge, and attention to detail. So bread baker or boulanger, it is a professional who prepares and bakes bread using various techniques recipes, and ingredients. They are responsible for mixing dough, controlling fermentation, shaping loaves, and baking to ensure quality and consistency. Ice cream maker, it is a professional who prepare and produce ice creams, sherbets, and frozen dessert. They are responsible for making ingredients, controlling textures and flavor, and maintaining proper freezing techniques. The candy maker, a professional who creates candies, confection, and sweet treats. They are responsible for melting, molding, flavoring, and decorating sugar-based product with precisions and creativity. The decorator, it is a professional who design and decorate cakes, pastry, and dessert. They are responsible for icing, piping, molding, and adding artistic touch to make goods visually appealing. A bakery is a place where baked goods such as bread, cakes, pastries, cookies, and pies are produced and often sold. It can range from a small artisanal shop to a large commercial facilities supplying supermarket and restaurants. So bakeries plays an important role in food culture, providing daily staples like bread as well as indulgence treats. So we have a head baker. It is the professional in charge of the production and retail. Bakery, wholesale bakery accomplish the same task as retail bakeries, but their production facilities may be more automated. Professional requirements first is mastery of skills. So a true professional must demonstrate technical competencies in baking and pastry, making techniques from mixing dough to decorating finished products. Then, precision and consistency and creativity are essential to maintain quality standard. Then we have your eagerness to work. Success in this profession requires passion and enthusiasm. The commitment to learning and dedication to service. Then professional. So that's all for our discussion for chapter 1 in HPL 9, bread and pastry. I hope you learned something more in this topic.